Aaron, back-to-back goals for you in games against a pretty good team in the Norfolk Admirals. You feel like the rhythm's coming a little bit more for you as far as playing in the offensive end and contributing for the Whale?
Yeah. I mean, I thought I've been not getting necessarily as many chances as I'd like to have as far as scoring chances, and I think I've been snake bitten a bit by hitting posts and not finishing. But it was definitely nice to get a couple last weekend. Definitely would have been a lot nicer to get a couple wins. With a couple guys out of the lineup, it's given me a couple more chances in offensive situations, which it's tough to get when everybody's healthy. So I was fortunate to get a couple last weekend.
And it seemed like in those games, especially the Friday game, the first game, when you were really turning in some quality shifts, the coaching staff reacted immediately by upping the ice time for you and getting you out there on the power play.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, obviously, all sports is a game of momentum, and once you start getting your confidence back and realizing what plays you can make and having the confidence to make a play without fear of having maybe ice time withdrawn or knowing it's all about knowing your role in any sport, really, especially hockey. Obviously when I'm playing third line on an energy line, I try and just get the pucks in, make simple plays, and stay a plus or even player. And when you're out there in more offensive situations, you're able to gamble more, try to make a couple more plays. So it's all having kind of a sense of what your role is in any type of situation.
And really, it seemed like those two goals you got in Norfolk, really bread and butter plays too, getting loose off a draw and firing the puck and mucking and grinding, using your size in front of the net.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those are plays I kind of have to be able to make. Obviously, I'd like to hold on to pucks low a lot more, and I think it's coming. And obviously, do the grunt work for my line mates. It's always a chemistry thing. I go back in my career, the most success I've had, it's usually being the workhorse of the line, getting in on pucks first and getting it to guys like, Gabby in Minnesota or Zherdev or Dubinsky in New York. And, that's a constant a job for a guy like me. So, yeah, it was definitely nice to get back on that path and I guess be rewarded with a couple of goals.
Aaron Voros with us between periods, and when you talk about guys that you played with over your career and being on a line with Sean Avery and Kelsey Tessier in Norfolk, obviously you and Avery know each other real well, but how have you liked playing with Tessier?
It's good. He's he's one of those guys that doesn't stop moving his feet. He pretty much always makes the right play. He's a very smart player, plays with his head up, so he's a smart heads up player, and he works extremely hard. So you can appreciate playing with a guy like that, and he is he's what any line needs.
You've got a ton of experience at the NHL and AHL level, bringing to this team when you're and things had gone so well for the club for so long, and now a legit slump here. What kind of messages do you try to inject throughout the dressing room as far as getting out of this tailspin?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously when you're in a slump like we are, I mean, the difference between winning and losing is so little. I mean, you look at our games we've lost. I mean, realistically, you say to yourself, you should have won all of them, or you should have tied all of them, or you should have, it's just mistakes are so short to happen, and they start adding up, and guys start losing confidence. I mean, you look at last weekend. I thought we deserved both games. We played extremely hard. We played tough. I think we kind of beat ourselves last weekend with maybe getting a little undisciplined. But it was a good atmosphere in Norfolk. I thought we played well, and we just made one more mistake than the other team, and but that's often all it takes. So it's eliminating those. I mean, obviously, the way we're coached here, it's not like anybody is really too hard on anybody. So it's really an environment where guys, don't seem to lack confidence, because these coaches do a real good job of making sure guys are always on the up and up, and that's a real good scenario. I've been places where guys are scared to even squeeze the stick, and that's definitely not the case here. So it's great. They do a real good job, JJ and G here.
Aaron, thanks a lot for your time here this evening, and congratulations on a good run so far. Continue good luck.
Thank you.